What's up, YouTube? Swan here, and today I'm going to be going over the face of the franchise Shohei Ohtani card. So sit back, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so here is Shohei's card right here. These are his pitching stats. Here are his hitting stats. Now going over pitching. The basic summary of this card that I can give you is he has great stuff, but is a low control pitcher. Now, when I was using him, he ended up becoming more of the role of an innings eater for me, someone that I would bring out of the pen. I typically would run a 4-man rotation and bring him out of the pen when I was either up big or down big, and could use him as an extra bat as well as have him eat up some innings. He wasn't all that great for me just because, as you guys saw from previous videos, I thrive on high control pitchers. I like being able to hit spots. And the thing about Shohei is he's got amazing stuff. That fastball at 98, slider at 82, splitter at 88, curveball 74. Like, there's a lot of speed differential in there, a lot of different movements, but it was very hard to pinpoint with him. Now, his four-seam fastball, it was quick, and it had a little bit of late life on it. The slider coming in at 82, it moved a ton, but at times got loopy, and if you hung it and they were sitting on something off speed, it was going to fly. The splitter, I couldn't get very many chases on it. It seemed like people could kind of see it out of the hand. I'm pretty sure I got pretty much 0 swings and misses on it. And then the curveball, very loopy, very slow. You're going to get a below average player swinging with his butt out, that classic swing that he's fooled. Top player is going to be able to sit back on it because it loops out of the hand, and it's so slow that if you leave it in the zone, it's getting demolished. In terms of his attributes, he's got decent stamina. It's nothing special. His per-9s are pretty good. The PCIs are going to be a little small against him. There's 0 control on him, it feels like. 63 walks per 9, 66 control. It's really tough to pinpoint pitches with this card. And obviously, velocity and break, really good stuff. Now, one of the pluses of having this card in your rotation or coming out of the pen is his bat. He is essentially a 9th hitter in your lineup. 86 contact, 87 power versus right. He's got 74 contact, 56 power versus left. He's an okay hitter versus left, but against righties, he destroys the ball. He's got a little bit of vision at 50. It's not great, but nothing too bad. He's a 9th hitter in your lineup. That is the perk of having Shohei Ohtani in that lineup. All right, so like I said about Shohei Ohtani, you're against a decent player, but not a top player. You're going to be able to go right at somebody with a fastball, which is really nice. You can miss spots and still get away with it due to how good his stuff is. And that's kind of the way that you're going to have to pitch with him because he can't really pinpoint very much. Attack with the fastball. Like I've said in previous videos, against a lefty, I love going up and away with that fastball, especially because of how hard it is and the life that it has. You're able to kind of get away even with some misses on that. Low and in fastballs are great too if you can stop, like, dot up. It's kind of hard to do that with this card, but if you can, I'd recommend it because then you're going to be able to tunnel that with his splitter and slider really well. The typical sequences I like to use are the fastball up and away, and then the big looping curve arm side below the zone. If you can dot it, that's great, but it's definitely hittable even whenever it's in the zone, no matter what. The next one I like to do is that fastball inside, low and in, and low with the slider. Now, against a righty, you can do the fastball up and in, and then the slider low and away, the typical pitch mix. But against the lefty, you want to go low and in and tunnel it with the slider. You can also kind of try to go backdoor with them or front door against a righty. It's slow enough that you're going to get them out in front, hopefully, unless they're sitting on it. But you got to mix it with that fastball so they at least believe that it's going to be in the zone for a sec. The next one I like to use is the fastball low, mix it with the splitter. Like I said, the splitter's kind of tough. It didn't seem like I was getting a lot of swings and misses with it, but if you can somehow tunnel it to where the fastball, dotting it up in the low part of the zone would make the splitter effective, that would be great. Otherwise, try to dot the splitter on the corners, try to get him to roll it over. The last one's a little tricky, but if you can be comfortable with his off speed, mixing the fastball a little bit low and into a lefty or low and away to a righty, and then having the slider and splitter kind of sequence each other off each other, if that makes sense. So getting the slider come off the zone and then having the splitter start in the same spot and come down, you're going to have different movements. You could even start in the middle, but you're going to have different movements that's going to get them to basically hit the ball more often. So guys, a basic overview of Shohei Ohtani. He's got great stuff, very tough to control. If you thrive off high control pitchers, I would not recommend this for you. I ended up taking him out of my rotation after a couple starts just due to the fact that I didn't feel comfortable with him on the mound. His bat is a great asset, so if you're using him as a end of the rotation starter, put him in there because his bat's going to help you in pinch hit situations as well as like innings eating situations. Guys, I really appreciate you watching the video. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. We got over a 100 sub goal, so we're going for 200 now. In the comments, please keep letting me know who you want to see in these videos. I'm starting to stack a list. I would love to see more and more names come out, especially with the new prospect cards coming out. Let me know who you want to see. We're uploading about every other day. Appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you later.